Hello, stamping friends. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent, can't even say that word today, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, beautiful San Diego, California, where it's actually summer again. We're back up to 90 degrees and pretty hot, and it's just nice inside. This afternoon, earlier today, my husband got up on the roof and cleaned our gutters. I hate when he does this because I'm always afraid he's going to fall off, because I certainly would if I was up there. But now we have clean gutters and we're ready for rain whenever it wants to come, because everything is really dry around here. So knock on wood, October's often our fire season, so I'd rather have a little rain than a little fire. So today, I gotta find my list. A whole bunch of things talk about going on at Stampin' Up. Wonderful sign-up deal where you get $155 worth of product for only $99, which actually, because you get free delivery, it's more like $185 worth of product, delivery, etc., for about $107 when you count the you do have to still pay tax. Sorry, government still wants their money. So that's, pretty hefty savings going on there. So I've got a class coming up. You can do it online. You can do it at home. October 20th, we're going to be using the Regal Distressed papers, and that is a whole pack of paper you're going to get with that, and a pack of embellishments. Haven't figured out which embellishments yet because they keep coming and going. And you can email me at Stamp with Dr. Robin if you would like some more information. But I think later on, once some people are on, I'll give you a little sneak peek about a couple of the projects that we're going to be doing. Apparently, I thought I was teaching a class at our local senior place this week for Halloween stuff. We were going to be doing these cute little Halloween projects, but somehow their volunteer people flaked out on me. So if anybody's around in San Diego and wants to make Halloween treat things, let me know, because I've got a bunch of stuff that we could do that with. We still have a kits collection going on right now. Sale, 10 to 30% off. I'm waiting for people to come on here. Where is everybody? Hopefully we're on. Yep, we're on. Anyway, got a wonderful kits collection going on where you can, yay, Lisa's watching, yay, now we got people. So with this kits collection, like I said, 10 to 30% off. They're adding 2 kits every single month, so you're going to find something you really like. And save the date for November 16th for my holiday card buffet if you're local. Hopefully you're in town, Lisa. And newly added just today through Wednesday, 15% off all stamp sets from the annual catalog only. So the stuff I'm using today, because it's online exclusives, is not part of that sale, nor is the mini catalog. And if you still want something that's in a bundle, it's going to be cheaper to do the bundle set. But if you want something that's just an individual stamp set, you can get your 15% off. So I am going to put you down here for a sec. There we go. I think we're sort of straight. Because we are going to be using the Season of Green and Gold suite. Mostly just a couple parts of it, but I don't think I've shown this, or maybe I have, but not for a while, because this is beautiful and it's online exclusive, which means a lot of you are missing it. I've used almost 2 packs of this one because this is going to make a little show at our holiday card buffet. I'm not using that one today, but it's actually my favorite one. And so you can see they all have gold on one side, the paper, and then the other side is a little bit more plain, more like background material. Love these. Love the gold in there. I love that these look like little hearts. You could even do that for like a Valentine's Day. And you'll notice the backgrounds of these are very vanilla, which I love the fact that we're getting some very vanilla in here. This one's got a white background. Now, some of these, specifically these next couple ones, there's 2 sets in this mega suite. One is a set that has mostly images, and the other one is a set with mostly sentiments, and they do cut out these fronds and leaves and such. They also, I think, cut out the bells, but we can look at that later. Love this back on this one. And then there's a whole nother set. What is this called? I gotta get this right. Graceful Greenery Vellum. And you get 2 of each of these vellums. And again, it does cut out these 2. Whole thing. Put the whole thing out if you want to. This is my favorite piece, actually. This one, this just vellum that looks kind of, I don't know if you can see, it kind of looks like snow a little bit on there. Love that piece. And then these are the 2 sets in there. The golden greenery, we're going to use some of these dies today. So remember I said they can cut out the bells. These are the ones that would cut out either the stamps or what's on that paper. And then these are kind of like standalone dies. And this is what we're going to be using a little bit today, but I thought I'd just bring it all out. And the greetings of the seasons, just a lot of wonderful sentiments to put on the outside and the inside of your card. So that's a wonderful thing too. And then I've been using these a ton. Oh, look, it's getting a little warped because I've been cutting so many on there. The greetings of the season sentiment sentiment and die set. And this is a just wonderful all occasion one. You can see they all have holes, so you can use them as tags or just ignore the holes and use them as is. The suite also has this lovely ribbon that's very vanilla. Hey Gail, hey Roz. And this is a pretty fat piece. It's like 3/4 or 7/8, 3/4 of an inch, which is kind of big to me for a lot of things. So I've been sometimes cutting it in half, and that's just kind of another way to use your products. And then I think people are finding these to be kind of the star of the group because they've already sold out, I think, twice. I'm hoping they come back in before my class that's coming up because I'd love to have them as part of the class because they've got these little triplet in both the clear and the red, and then the single ones also. So that's the fun with that whole suite. So you want to see what we're going to make today, I suppose. We are going to make this card, which is a fun fold card that opens up like that. So you can see what I was looking for was something that would really let the paper shine. And since I bought a bunch of this paper, I thought, what better way to use it than with something that shows both sides of the paper. I also like that this paper, you know, obviously can be used for holidays, but I use this as a congratulations card because anything to me that's golden white or golden vanilla can totally be used for other things. I see this, you know, congratulations for anything you do, but also you could use this as a wedding card. I think it's just so pretty. And then these are die cuts from the paper that I just used some little scraps of paper to cut. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so let's get going here. All right, so first thing we're going to do, let me get all my stuff out. Is get out our paper trimmer. Oh, I got stuff falling. I hope that's not stuff I'm going to need. All right, so we got our paper trimmer here, and we have a piece of the DSP that is 5.5 by 12. So you're using the whole thing. And we are going to be, where's my little cheat sheet on how we're cutting it today? Come back, cheat sheet. Here we go. It's actually pretty simple. I just wanted to not screw it up. So we are going to be scoring at 2, 4, 8, and 10. Now, this paper, I guess it really should go this way. We are going to, I'm going to have to do this way for this. Notice that this one does have a directionality about it, and so we'll have to be really careful when we go to do that. So we got 2 and 4. Now I could do 2 and 4 on the opposite side, or I could take out my little handy dandy thing, and then we do 8 and 10. Okay. I am going to turn it the right way for you guys and fold it. So I decided it makes the biggest impact when it has this gorgeous gold paper on the inside, because you open up to it. So you fold it in and then you fold it out. And they should meet in the middle. Fold it in. And notice I'm trying to make sure that they all line up before I burnish them. And then fold it out. Thank you, Linda. It is pretty much a wow card when you use the right paper. Now, so it's just basically your basic kind of gatefoldish card. And now you're kind of wondering, how does this happen here with these other edges, which is actually quite cool. So what you want to do is you want to, let me just make sure we're going from the right side, mark down 2 inches from, put it on here, on both of the edges, 2 inches down from the top. So there's my 2 inches here. I'm just doing it with a pencil. And there's my, oh, it's a lot harder to do when I can't see it. And there's my 2 inches on this side. Okay, and then I'm going to get my paper trimmer back. And we are going to cut this time. Make sure you can see it. We're going to go from that little tick mark to the first fold. Okay, so from 2 inches down from the top to the first fold. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go from the fold to our little, let me just make sure it's correct. Yeah. From the fold, that's why I folded it first, so that I could see where I'm going. So from the fold to the little tick mark. Okay. And now we have these 2 extra little pieces. No, they are not going to waste. You turn them upside down and look at that. They become those little bottom parts. Is that not the coolest thing? Okay, so let's glue those down. I remember first seeing this fold, I want to say it could have been Julie DiMatteo, but I'm not sure. And going, you know, when you first just see it, how does that happen? Hi Marie, hi Marina. Where are you guys watching from? It's just like, and I love the fact that it uses these extra little pieces that you cut off and make kind of, to me, an optical illusion. This is why I love our liquid glue because I could just move those around. Is that not the coolest optical illusion there? All right, I think what I'm going to do is just do the inside first, just because that might be the easiest, and get that going. So what I've decided to use, whoa, where'd it go, is this two-step stamp. Like I said, I love this little one with the, to me, looks like hearts almost. And then this is the little one that goes with it. So I'm going to do this one first, the little stems, and then those little hearts. So I got my stems. I'm going to do them in Mossy Meadow. There's pretty much every green in this paper. Like, they don't list what is it, seafoam, but to me there's seafoam in here too. So that's our Mossy Meadow. And then I'm going to take, for the other one, the Old Olive. And I'm going to stamp this, and then I'm going to stamp it off on a piece of scratch paper over to the side that you can't see, I'm sorry. So I just kind of stamped off most of it, just because I want a real light one. Now, where you want to put these little heart points is way down in each one of those little, I don't know, stems, petals, whatever. Isn't that pretty? Okay, put that to the side. And we can go ahead and put this on the inside. I decided I wasn't gonna even try to look for a sentiment. I don't think we have, I mean, I guess if you were going to, I will show you for a sec. This one is 4 by 5 1/4, this Very Vanilla piece. Don't you love the Very Vanilla with the gold? All right, so now we are going to do the sentiment, and I want to show you, where did I put it? The sentiment comes from this Everyday Greetings, which I believe is also an online exclusive. So you could actually, depending on how you're going to use this, because I'm going to use this big congratulations, but it has something you could put then on the inside, like congratulations on your anniversary, on your birthday, you know, things like that. So this, is, again, is an online exclusive, Everyday Greetings. I just love these mixed fonts, and I just think that is so pretty. And we are going to use the big flagged piece from Stylish Shapes, which probably one of my all-time favorite die sets. You guys know that one, right? If you do not have this in your collection, you need your Stylish Shapes, okay? I think I use the circles probably more than anything else, the stitch circles, but I also use these flagged ones, and that's what we're using today, that big one. All right, whoops, did I put my hand in it? No, not quite. So we got our big congratulations. And we're going to try to stamp it straight on here. I love these, oh, that looks good. I love these fun fold cards that look really complicated but are actually really easy. All right, and now the last thing we need is we need to make these beautiful little die cuts. So what we're going to use is, remember I told you this was my favorite piece? Well, when you use it, you know how you always end up with this 1.5 inch thing across the bottom that you kind of go, well, what am I going to do with that? This is what you do with that, because we are going to be using this die piece that's similar to what we put on the inside, but I don't want this really whole big thing like this. So what I did is I just took a little bit of this and I put them side by side like that and cut them out. And just kind of noticing where that lies so that I can actually, it's basically, I knew I wasn't going to use that whole big piece of this die because it was just too much. But if I put this just right on here, I can get part of it on here and part of it on here, and now I've used up my little scrap. You'll see when it comes out what I'm talking about. You guys are gonna get so excited. I am using a brand new plate. I finally just said these plates are getting too damaged and warped. It is time to treat myself to a new plate. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of always have an extra set of plates sitting around because you just never know when you're gonna say to yourself, I can't do this anymore with this horrible piece plate. Where's my, all right, so let's just get all these little pieces out. And now it kind of looks like it was one piece, right? It wasn't, we know that. And so it is going to come out as two pieces, which is just fine with us because that's what I was going to do anyways. And now I have a wonderful use for that little piece on the bottom that you would otherwise throw out. Now you might have to trim a little off. Like I'm not going to use this whole thing anyway, so I can trim off that little stem. But it's perfect for what we're using it for. So same thing over here. I don't even think we're going to go down this far, but now we've got two just really pretty things that we are going to be using. Where did our card go? There we go. Here's our card. So we've got that round, stylish shape, and I think this was the third from the largest, and I cut this in Old Olive. Remember I said there's just lots of different greens, and we are going to figure out how we can layer this top and bottom here. Isn't that pretty? Obviously, depending on how you cut these are gonna look different every time you do it. So let's just, you know, you need to make sure that you're going to be having, you know, the stuff you don't want showing underneath, whoops, underneath your sentiment piece. I've got everything falling down over here. And then let's see, we'll do this one kind of like that, overlapping a little bit. I will often forget, you know, that you can use these die cuts. They don't all have to come from just a random, you know, solid piece of paper that, or, you know, cardstock, that it's perfectly acceptable to use them from the DSP. And it's a great way, this one, to use up just some random extra DSP that you have sitting around. Okay, so now the important thing on here is remembering not to put it down on both sides or you're never going to get your thing open. So what I always do is figure out what side I'm going to put it on and which one I'm not. And I'm holding this so that I can't put the DSP down here on the wrong side because my fingers are covering the wrong side. Isn't that cute, the back, the little dots? I don't know if they're Old Olive or what color those are. It's kind of hard to see. double check that your, oops, see, look, because I have a dimensional sticking out there a little bit. So I'm going to see if I could squish it back in. Otherwise, I would just cut it off, because otherwise it's going to make it hard to open. But isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to take a couple of these little clear dots and put one on each side. I haven't tried coloring these yet. I'm not sure if they're colorable. Usually all our white ones are colorable. I'm not sure about the clear ones. But isn't that really pretty, you guys? And they're, like I said, they're all going to look a little different. Now you're going to have to be careful when you stick this into your card, because these are, you know, not glued down. So you just want to make sure that that's gonna work. Plus, you know, sitting something on top of them for a little bit, a book or something like that, just to make sure they're going to really stay down. But I found that these kind of smush down in an envelope pretty well. Thank you, Roz. All right, so just put you back up and remind you of a couple things. One is the stamp sale that's just today through Wednesday in terms of getting those stamps from your annual catalog at 15% off. Just single stamps. So if you're going to get it, like I said, a bundle, the bundle price is still better. I'm going to do a little quick sneak peek, reach over here, of a couple cards we're going to make in card class on the 20th. And if you want, you can get this by mail. Here's a little sneak peek of one of them, and here's a little sneak peek of the other one. So these are those papers I was talking about that we're going to be using. And like I said, if I can get those embellishments that we use today, I will, but we may not. And then our kit collection sale and classes at Oasis November 4th and December 12th. Thank you, Roz. You guys are always so kind. So I will see you back here next week, and have a great week. And you guys know too that I post all the directions and measurements on my blog, stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com, later this afternoon. And then I will see you next week. Take care, everybody.